Welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Hey Ray, how are you? Hopefully you're having a great night. We are doing an 18 plus live stream. We do already have some pre-orders in, so I'm going to update that list really quickly. We are doing free yes no right now, so if anybody would like to ask a yes or no question, it doesn't have to be spicy. It can be if you want it to be. Ray, that sounds good, girl. Hey, Amy. We are doing good tonight. How are you? Ooh, that sounds good. We went to dinner. Whoa. We went to dinner tonight with my family. And it was a good time. We actually just got back from there. That's why I wasn't able, when I made the post that I was going to be doing a stream tonight, I couldn't put there like when because I didn't know exactly when I was going to be home. So I got something, we went to Mexican and I got something called Monterey tacos, and they had chicken, mushroom, peppers, onions, and cheese, and it was like grilled chicken that was like very flavorful, and then it came with a side of rice and beans. It was really good. I am getting a yes for you, Amy, the Hierophant. I think with this card, it's talking about ways, he's thinking back on ways in which you were compatible, that you worked well together. He's thinking about ways in which like you got along well with one another. Yeah, they were incredible, and honestly, like I always have my go-to, and I typically get fajitas, but tonight I want to try something different, and I'm glad that I did because I think they're my new favorite. Hey Kay, how are you? Okay, I am getting a yes. I feel like this person is ready to restore balance to their life and move forward. Three of Swords and Justice. You're welcome, Kay. All right, we have 3 minutes left of the free list, and then we will be moving on to donations. All right, so I have a 3 of Cups. It did come out in reverse, but it is a yes to me. The fact that it was in reverse makes me feel like this is one of the reasons, but not the only reason he did this. Or there's something more to this that you still don't know. But I do feel like that, yes, I do, but I feel like it's like a 2-part explanation. It's not the only thing.
Don't chill out. Shit up.
I don't know why every time. You're crazy. We were just talking about how every time that Brennan takes a shower, it's like every time he's in the shower, I don't know what it is specifically. It's like they wait to act like crazy. You probably have heard our cats like screaming at each other and acting a fool. They save all their antics for Brennan, which is nice because I get well-behaved cats that just hang out and chill, occasionally get into stuff, most of the time not. You hear that? But that they save this for him when he gets home. All right, so we had a pre-order and then we had Ray. Ray, I'll be doing yours after tacos. All right, Taka. All right, so the first word out we have is smacking. Teasing. I'm going to get more information because I'm going to pull tarot with this as well. Let's see. So we have the word purity. I'm almost wondering if like he wants you just to himself. He doesn't want anyone else to be with you. Interesting. The dynamic here, purity and then bondage. That seems almost like a duality between like good. Oh, hey, Taka. Good and bad. Like lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets is what I'm hearing. All right, let's see. We also have hair pulling. So let's get a little bit more information. Are you getting their snacks? Man, he's really liking that bondage. I'm getting multiple images here of like being stuck in one place and not being able to go anywhere or move. So that's interesting. Also, I don't know if you can tell here in this card, there's like blindfolded. So I'm curious. I don't know if you've ever been with this person before, but if so, I'm wondering if they have like a 50 Shades kind of personality, or kink or something that they want to explore further with you when they think about you. This card here, 10 of Swords, with the word teasing, it is making me feel almost like edging or something along those lines, because it's like this person is trying to reach here and they can't get anywhere, they can't go anywhere. So it's almost feeling like he wants to blindfold you and then bring you close, and then he wants to stop and then start over all over again. It seems like he likes the thought of this. Obviously, eventually, he's gonna let you release, but I feel like he just likes the idea of just driving you wild or driving you crazy. Let's see. So we have euphoria, tantric, lip bite. I do feel like he has like a darker side, like a darker kink in some sort. Let's see. I think his favorite thing seems to be, at least if it's not in person, his favorite thing that he likes to imagine is bondage. We have the 9 of Cups here over the bondage card. And to me, that makes me feel like that's like a wish come true for him, that maybe he doesn't get to explore that side of himself very often. Kind of like a choke me, pull my hair, tie me up kind of thing. Brennan's laughing. What did he say?
Like daddy?
Like daddy?
Yeah.
Ignore my husband. Like, I honestly, Taka, like, I feel like he likes to be choked. Seriously. I think he likes to, like, because they have here with the euphoria, they have, like, it almost is coming to me as, like, a I almost die kind of thing. You know, there's, like, people out there that will, like, try to suffocate themselves to achieve, like, a more euphoric orgasm. That's kind of what I'm picking up from this person. There is like some more aggressive terminology here. We have smacking, lip biting, bondage, euphoria, tantric, that kind of thing. And it's funny because as I was talking about euphoria and getting a really like strong orgasm, we also have the word high sex. So it seems to be he likes the excitement of living on the edge. And there's that word again. Let's see. Last card, please, for Taka. All right, so we have 2 cards for you. First card is jealousy. That kind of ties in here with the purity thing. I think he wants you to be good for him, or good, not good for him, but like he wants you to be like a kind of like an angel, someone pure, but like someone that can't have, like, you can't be with anyone else. Like he wants to be the only person that has you. And then that card also came out as well for you. So I feel like that is something he likes to do, something that he enjoys, something he wants to do to you. Trying to see if I'm getting any other information here. I think shower sex is probably a fantasy of his as well. He likes the idea of you being like this damsel in distress where like your back is up against a wall and he's like saving you. I think there's some role play fantasy going on here as well. Hey, Smiley, how are you? Hopefully you're doing well today. Now, again, is this something that he would explore in like person? I don't know, possibly, but this is what he thinks about. All right, so Taka, we are going to your second question now. Smiley, how long will I be on? Honestly, I don't know. I have a couple more readings to do. I'll probably be hanging out for a little bit. I would think at least another 30 minutes. If it starts to get really busy, then I might be on longer. So I guess it just depends on... Ray, I got you. I guess it just depends, Smiley, how busy I get. Oh no! What time do you get off? Because I can send you an emailed reading if you'd like. It wouldn't be on camera. But I could send you a picture of the cards that I got and send you a typed reading if you'd like me to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, Smiley. Just let me know. Ooh, okay. So right out the gate, for your second question, Taka, I'm getting that this person wants more. I feel like he's ready for round 2, round 3. He's like desperate for another chance. Smiley, that's perfect. Yeah, you just let me know, girl. Wow. Okay, so these 2 cards came out at the same time. So what this is kind of telling me here is that he's looking to explore doing this somewhere in public. Now, if you've already done that, I feel like he wants it again. But if not, and if you have, I think that he's thinking about this encounter that you guys have already experienced. But I do feel like with office sex, public sex, something along those lines, he's like really into it. Were you wearing something? I feel like he's saying I was watching her. So if you were wearing something, it sounds kind of creepy when I'm like, he's watching you. But no. I feel like he was paying close attention to like you yourself in that moment. I think that he liked what he saw. He was paying attention to you. He's letting you do your thing. He was enjoying it. And if you were wearing something like lingerie, I feel like he really liked that, or whatever it was that you wore or were not wearing, wink wink. I think that he enjoyed that. Let's see here. All right, so I feel like he is going to call on you again to hook up. It's going to be probably at night. We have the moon here, but I do feel like he's going to want another call, another chance. And it's likely he's going to proposition you at night. We have the Empress, so I think that he's thinking, again, back in how you looked, how you smelled, your feminine energy, what that felt like, being in your presence, being around you, being near you. I think that he was pretty much like he can't get enough. So I think that his thought process as well with the Hierophant here is that he felt like you guys were very much on the same page. Like, to him, things flowed really well. There wasn't any like really embarrassing or awkward moments. Nothing really happened that he didn't want to happen. Everything that happened, he wanted it to go that way. I feel like he's saying like, I could really read her body. Like I could understand her really well. I feel like the Hierophant just means you guys were just vibing. Like things were just flowing and going well, it seems, or at least in his mind, that is how he felt. Everything was really balanced. I'm kind of picking up that he felt like you were liberated during this. Almost like you kind of maybe became more wild or something than usual. Like he feels like you kind of just like let your hair down. Let's see. Like the Page of Wands talks about marching to the beat of your own drum. So it does make me feel like he just kind of like saw maybe a different side of you. Let's see. A couple more cards here. Now, the Empress here does talk about pregnancy. So if you guys were not like quote unquote safe, if you feel he could be worried about pregnancy, but like there's also a mention here that he could fantasize about getting you pregnant. I think that could be even if men don't want children, I think that there's something very primal that they like the idea of getting someone pregnant, even though in reality they don't want that to happen. It could just be a fantasy of his. We also have massage, so something indicates that he like would have wanted this evening to go even slower, at an even slower pace. Like I feel like he didn't really want things to end. Again, we have teasing. So he likes you to have fun with it. So if you like enjoyed yourself and like you kind of like laughed or was very playful, I feel like he's thinking about that as well. With the word desire here, it just really feels strongly like this is not the last time he wanted this to happen with you specifically. Like he's pointing you out. So I don't know. He could be catching feelings. We'll see. We have exploring. I think he's open to whatever you're open to. If there's something you want to do, I think he would be open to exploring that. And again, this kind of ties into me with the Page of Wands a little bit, because remember I said like how he felt like you were a little more free, let your hair down, were a little bit more loose, and he saw like a side of you that I don't think he either gets to see very often or has seen before. And so I feel I'm laughing because I just see what I saw the next thing that the next card, but anyway, tits out and cowgirl is what I've got here. But yeah, I think that he enjoyed what he saw, what he witnessed, what he was a part of, what you let him be a part of. He was just here for it. He was here for all of it. Amy, I forgot to tell you when oh, Amy, look at you. And he didn't say anything. He didn't respond. What the heck? You're welcome, Taka. I'm so glad you like these readings so much. They're fun. Okay. Next up, we have Ray. All right, Ray. Ray, if you're here, just say hello in the chat for me real quick or drop an emoji. I just want to make sure that I don't have to timestamp your reading. Amy, I just got it. Thank you. All right, Ray. So what I want you to do for me is, if you want these messages to be from someone in particular, think of that person right now so we can see what they have to say. If you don't have anyone in particular, but you want to see if you can figure out who these messages could be from, then you don't have to do anything. I don't necessarily need you to tell me who these messages are going to be from, but like if you have someone in mind, just think of them right now while I'm shuffling for you. All right, so Ray, pulling your messages now for you. All right, so first is I touch myself the thought of you. We have shower with me. Amy's like, I want in on this. Messages for Ray, please. We have, I love the way your mouth feels. So keep in mind, if you haven't been with this person or whoever you're thinking of right now, this is just like a fantasy of theirs. We have seduce me. It kind of sounds like this person likes the idea of being dominated or taken over. I feel like they have a lot of requests, but they like the idea of you kind of being the person to initiate this. We have let's be spontaneous. So if this is someone in particular, it is making me feel like they want to kind of shake things up, do something different than what you guys are currently doing. Like, let's just say you're thinking of someone that you're not in communication with, but you do know they probably are fantasizing about like a secret rendezvous, getting together with you, hooking up, and then maybe like just going back like things were normal. Like things were normal. So I feel like almost just like they fantasize of like a quick escape with you. Yeah. He's actually not coughing as much tonight as he has been, but he's got like a pretty bad cough right now. We have touch me. So I feel like it's like, no, it's like touch me, shower with me, seduce me. Like, I feel like he's like wants to, or this person is like trying to tell you all the things that he wants, but he's like going, but like initiate it. Oh, focus on me. And then he says, your wish is my command. So again, there's like a, like wanting to be subordinate, wanting like you to dominate them. But there's like, what do they call it? There's like where you are, oh my God. It's like, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like basically where you dominate. Okay, so you know how like they have a top and a bottom, like everyone always talks like, are you a top or are you a bottom? Most of the time they talk about that in the LGBTQ community, but typically you've got like people who want to do all the work and then people who don't want to do anything. But there's also like people who are both, like they want to dominate and they want you to do what they tell you to do, but at the same time they want you to be the one taking charge and doing their commands. Like there's a specific word for it, I can't remember, but I feel like that's kind of like what he's doing, is like he's just like, I want you to do these things for me, but I want you to come for me, I want you to initiate, I want you to be dominant. He says, tell me I'm the best you've ever had and I want you so badly. And let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Do a quick cut. At the bottom of the deck, we have send me nudes. Send me nudes. So this does feel like someone that you already know, but I could be wrong. I am going to keep these on the screen for just another minute or so. If you want a screenshot, feel free. I do start to delete these live streams over time, so it might not always be here for you to come back to. Thanks for checking in, Amy. I appreciate it. You're welcome, Ray. Hope you enjoyed your reading with me. All right, next up we have Amy. Amy, if you're ready, let me know what we're doing for you. Thanks, honey. When you high-fived Nathan today, the way that you reacted as if it like really hurt you, he like got such a kick out of that.
Really?
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh no. All right, you're talking to someone else. Got it. We're having phone calls almost every day for about 3 to 4 days. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so this person's name is Ryan. Got it. Want to know what are Ryan's true thoughts and feelings so far? All right, let's take a look. Sorry, making myself some water. Mexican food makes me so thirsty. I think that's like a universal truth for people. Okay. Amy, did you see the other day when I was live and I was doing a birth chart reading that's customized to your specific birth chart, and I was telling you like where or how you're going to meet the person that you marry, like your life partner. I was doing those readings for $5, and I was like, oh, Amy probably would like something like this. Yeah. I'll have to do another one again at some point. I'm hoping that more people like want me to do birth chart readings because those are a lot of fun for me. Yeah, I'm sure you were busy. So here he's saying he feels like you guys work really well together. The Hierophant always talks about things that you have in common or things that you have compatible with. And this I kind of equate to work. So when these cards are clarifying one another, it's like you work really well together. So there's like a lot of compatibility that he is viewing you guys to have with one another, and maybe even like common interest, common belief systems, common upbringings. Like he's just kind of going, oh, cool, like that's cool, oh, this is awesome. And I think the more that he learns about you, the more that he likes. I think that he views you or this connection, I can't tell, but he's viewing something about this connection with you as like something that can overcome challenges. So he's either views you as someone who is really strong and has been through a lot, or he's thinking that already he could see that you're the type of person that follows through, that sticks with something, that doesn't give up easily. Maybe he feels like you have a good heart and that would be good for the connection that you guys are building with one another. Oh, you love the cooking streams? I actually don't bake, but maybe around Christmas. Yeah, I think that he's liking that. We have the Knight of Cups. Oh, baby. We have the Knight of Cups. So this here is talking about how his head's still kind of in the clouds, and he is very much enjoying this communication. Knight of Cups talks about dating someone, feeling like all these like lovey-dovey butterflies and having affection for someone. So he is feeling all those things. I don't think there's any guy in the world that would spend that long on the phone with someone if they weren't interested in them. I do feel like luck has given him he feels like luck has given him an opportunity. Like he feels like he's very lucky to have connected with you. Let's see here. The Wheel of Fortune talks about luck, and this talks about opportunity. So that's why I'm like feeling like he's like feels lucky to have this opportunity. He feels lucky to know you. And I feel like he kind of wants to take a chance on this. Something about chance here. Let's see. He is showing that he's excited for what's to come. I don't think that he is trying to put all his eggs in one basket. I do think that he still is cautious here, but I think he likes where this is going, and he's open to communicating more with you. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Sometimes I think that's the best thing. I mean, like when Brennan and I first started dating, we didn't actually get into an official relationship until 4 months after we started talking. We met the first week of July, and the first week of November we became official. Now, I wasn't seeing anyone else during that time, and I don't think, were you dating anyone else at that time when you and I met?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem very confident.
Don't think bad.
Yeah, I wasn't seeing anyone. Someone that I had dated before did try to come back around during that time, but I told him that I was interested in like seeing where this went with Brennan, and he was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "I mean, I'm sad that I can't talk to you anymore, or whatever." But I pretty much set up that boundary. I was like, "I will not be communicating with you because this person like is willing to offer me something that you never did." She said, "Kick your ass." But yeah, so I was not talking to anyone else. Like I felt like what I had with Brennan was significant enough to just want to communicate with him and only him. And we had a lot of fun together. And he even said like I was the only person that could actually hold a conversation and have good banter, right? Have good banter when we were communicating. So he pretty much dropped a lot of the other people he was talking to too. But we got to know each other for a good 4 months. We were communicating, going on dates, hanging out. And then it was like the beginning of October. So like 3 months in, he asked me to meet his family. And at that point I was like, okay, this is pretty serious. So at that point, I was like, all right, well, we're probably going to be official at some point. And then I met his family, and then a couple weeks later, we were in a relationship. So I think it's good, honestly, to Just get to know people and take your time. You don't have to like jump into things right away. That gets so complicated. What you can't know everything you need to know about someone immediately. And then what happens? You get into a relationship, you realize it was just infatuation, then you're like stuck in something that you don't, because you're like, I don't want to break up because I mean we're in a relationship, and then you're like, this isn't what I want. And that gets complicated. I think you pretty much know straight away within the first couple of weeks. But I think that there's nothing wrong either with like continuing to just get to know somebody, make sure that you have the same goals and that, you know, it's worth it to open up your heart and your emotions to someone new. Exactly, Amy, exactly. I can't, maybe in high school. I think honestly, high school is the last time I could think that like I would be on the phone with someone for a long period of time. There are men out there, they're not typically don't want to be on the phone for hours with you. I would have long phone conversations with Brennan, but we lived an hour apart. We only saw each other once a week, but that was after we were already in a relationship. So most of the communication that Brennan and I had were text conversations. They were involved. I mean, we would talk for hours and hours and hours and hours, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a big statement when someone, especially a guy, is willing to be on the phone with you for hours at a time. Okay, Amy, you're going to donate again. Like tonight? Okay, that sounds good. I'll wait for you. Just let me know when you think it's sent and I'll check. It like maybe retype the password in.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too.
With Target?
It was I haven't used it so long that I had to re-download it. Like it was like not on my phone.
Oh, like it kind of offloaded it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One left at Virginia Center Commons.
Yes, that little mom.
I think we got the kind that smelled like fur, though. I think that's the one specifically that we needed. Let me change location. Wait, how do I do that? Amy, it looks like it came through. If you're in here. Okay. Oh, that's creepy. It said, which one do you want to go to? And then it told me the one up by where my mom lives. And it said, visited September 14th. I'm like, ew, why are you watching my every move? But apparently that's the last time we've been there. Is the 14th.
I don't like that.
Actually, me either. It looks like they've got it because, and it looks like they might have a good amount because it doesn't say like only one left or anything. So that works. Honestly, I might want to get like 2 of them so we've got some for next year so we don't have to like run into this issue every year. But they're like $9 a pack, so I want to go crazy. Christmas is coming soon. We were just talking about these things called scent sticks that we got last year because our cats always get in the tree. They look like this. And inside they're like little ornaments that you can hang on your artificial tree. And they smell like a real tree. And I looked up last year because our cats would not leave the tree alone. And I looked up that cats don't like pine, the smell of it or anything. So we're like, well, it couldn't hurt. Let's just go try it. And we did have to put, I think it lasted like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And then they started getting like more comfortable. And then we had to put new fresh ones out that were really strong. And then again, they left them alone. So we got like a whole month, probably like 4 or 5 weeks worth of our cats just leaving things alone and letting the tree be. I'm shuffling for you now, which was really nice because number one, you have the pleasant smell, but then also your cat's not messing with things. And our cats are like extra rotten. They are over 3 years old, 3.5 years old, and they still act like they're 6-week-old kittens. So we really needed something or our tree was going to be tore up. Okay, so first things out is I find you so attractive. Here we will be together. So like maybe not again, maybe that doesn't make sense, but like I feel like he's determined to meet you. There's something about this that I feel like he's a little bit worried that you might, because he is long distance, that you might get bored of this. I think he's a little bit worried about that. He says, I daydream about a life with you. And then he says, you won't let me down. That kind of sounds like that one card when I had said, like, I almost feel like he feels like you're different and that you won't give up. If you really want something, you're really invested in something, you try to exhaust all options before you move on to something else. And so for him, I feel like that's kind of like that card coming back around, is that I think that he feels like he can trust you. We also have, you are the best thing in my life. So he's kind of saying like, you're the best thing I've got going for me right now. Talking to you, getting to know you is probably one of his favorite things, if not the most favorite thing about his life right now. Oh, Amy. So when you posted that on your story or on your snap earlier, you said that Jacob saw it. Was that the same pictures that you've been sending this new guy, Ryan? Was it like the same thing? Oh, and it's interesting because I see here where it says you let me down, but I read that as you won't let me down. Meaning like, I know you won't let me down. So that's interesting that like my intuition read this differently than what it actually says. Interesting. Oh, it was a new pick. Okay. Good. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter, but I worry if Ryan saw it, he might get a little jealous. Yeah, that is interesting, huh? Hey, hun, why would guys look at someone's story, but like basically, so okay, so like if you like you ghost somebody, right? Like if basically you go, I don't want a part of this anymore, and you basically go, like I'm done with this for now. Maybe later, I don't know. But you basically like stop talking to someone, and then you're still looking at their stories. Why do you do that? Do you?
Just to keep tabs on them.
But what would the motivation be?
To keep them in your back pocket.
Okay, so he thinks it's to keep tabs on you. Do you think that it's because he also knows that she'll see that he's looking at it, and that might keep her like consciously connected to him?
I don't think so. I think more so just so he can
See
have
what
her in his back pocket.
So he what's going on in your life, but not necessarily be making moves right now. And it's hard to ask Brennan that question because he's just not that kind of guy. So I think too, it's like, I think he knows the way guys think, but he would never do that to someone. So that's like it's kind of difficult to ask him. Now, if Brennan used to be a fuckboy and he's like it's like he's like a rebirthed or a renewed good person, then maybe, because he would be able to tap back into how he used to think. But Brennan's he's just a good guy, so yeah, he just thinks it's to kind of keep you in his back pocket, like to kind of keep tabs on you. Like if you start posting at you and some other guy, then he'll know that maybe you're not available anymore. So I think so long as he continues to see you're living your life for yourself and on your own, then yeah. But I think that if he starts, I think he just wants to know what's going on with you, so that if he ever comes back around to you, then he knows like where you stand, because he's been keeping up with your life. I know. Boys are dumb.
Both parties are dumb.
I said boys are dumb. I didn't say men are dumb. I said boys. So you can take your offense somewhere else. And I wasn't talking about you, obviously.
Racist.
Whatever. Yeah, that part, Amy, I don't get. I don't get how a guy introduces you to his parents and then says, okay, bye. Like, that is weird. That is very, very strange. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It is possible. But then that delves deeper into, okay, well, are we just making excuses for him or not? And if that is the case, and he is an avoidant attachment or avoidant attached person, then is that someone that you would want to be with, because he clearly has stuff to work on, and if that's the case? Because an avoidant attached person is going to self-sabotage because they're falling so hard so quickly that they are scared, and then they back out, and that's where self-sabotage happens. So that's the thing. Pramila, hey, sorry, I just saw your comment. Pramila, are you still in here? Pramila, go ahead and post your question. I'll do you a free read. Amy, I just got your donation. Let me know what we're doing for you, girl. Pramila, I have the Two of Pentacles for you. So this is someone who is just weighing their pros and cons. They're sussing out their options. They're deliberating. I don't feel like your person you're asking about is officially making a decision one way or the other. Whenever you get the Two of Pentacles, it's a maybe. It means that this person is still considering it. Yes, but it's not an official thing that has been decided yet. Therefore, the powers that be that are helping us guide us through these answers are saying, I don't know, because D hasn't decided yet. So I'm getting a maybe, but just so you know, I offer free readings all the time. So I'm live 5 to 7 days a week, and I offer free yes nos at the beginning of those live streams. So if you get here early and you want to check in on, do an energy check-in another day, you're more than welcome to do that. So Amy, so something else to keep in mind too, not to say that his feelings aren't genuine. I don't want to invalidate Jordan's feelings or anything, and I don't want to sit here and say that this person like didn't tell you the truth and all of that. But there is another perspective here, is that when someone, especially someone who you weren't interested in first and they were interested in you, they could love bomb you, tell you how much they like you, tell you how beautiful you are until you get hooked, and then they start pulling away, and that's a narcissistic red flag right there. So it's not to say this person didn't actually feel these things, and I'm not saying that they are a narcissist, but just giving you another perspective that especially when they're seeking you out and they're telling you how much they like you, it's a narcissistic thing to like chase after you, like make you feel like you're so wanted, you're so desired. They make you feel so special, and then as soon as they see that you're reciprocating those feelings, then they completely back away because they're like, okay, they're hooked on me now they can chase me. It's like this thought process. It's like So narcissists have deep wounds. They didn't feel like they got the attention from the people that they deserve to get attention from, and so they have these people-pleasing tendencies. So they will then chase after you and make you feel really good and make you like want to be with them, and that's their people-pleasing tendency. But then the narcissist side comes in because they didn't get the attention from the people that they should have growing up, their parents, for example. And as soon as you start wanting them and start reciprocating those feelings, that's when it taps into their ego. It starts making them feel really wanted. And that's the whole point of a narcissist cycle, is that they want to feel wanted. They want to feel chased. They want to feel desired. So they do it to you. And especially it feeds their ego, especially in the beginning, if you weren't even like interested in them remotely in the first place and they got you, like that's also something else that will so I don't want to tell you that this is what this person did by any means. I'm not trying to invalidate anything that you experienced, but I do want you to also keep in mind that just because someone is like pursuing you and wanting you and chasing after you and telling you how much they like you, it doesn't necessarily, that's not like the end all be all, and it doesn't mean that you should wait around for them. I see what you're saying. Right. I completely got you. You're welcome, Pramila. Yeah, so it's very obvious that whatever it is, he's got some things to work out and sort out for himself. And I think that, I mean, that's okay. Okay, so you want to do a channel message on Ryan. You got it, girl. You got it. All right, so remember, per usual, when I do these, it does take me 10 to 15 minutes. I'm here. If you have a question or you want to say something, I'm here. But I will be quiet for a little while. Do you feel like it's cold in here, honey? I feel like it's cold.
A little bit.
Let's wrap myself up in a blanket. Last you heard from Jordan was that he was going through it still. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Did you just burp?
No.
Wait, someone burped? So she said, dang, that was a gnarly burp. Did you? Who burped?
I don't know.
She said he's lying. I'm gonna have to go back on camera. I mean, on camera, on video. Hold on. Okay, so we just did. Hey, Angel, we just did a recap. I swear I heard what you heard, and I was like, "You did burp." And it's like, "No, I didn't." But he thinks it's because I yawned, which, I'm talking about it, makes sense. But I don't think my yawn sound like a burp. So I don't know. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Angel Wings, how are you doing tonight? No, no, no. No, no, sir. Angel Wings, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. The lovers. How am I so tired right now? Crazy. Gunner, no. Stop it. Amy, what do you mean? What do you mean you're getting more Sagittarius and Taurus around you? Just like the people that you start meeting? Oh, that's cool. All right, so Amy, I'm done with your reading. I do feel like he has like a fun personality. He seems kind of like a jokester. He likes to have a good time. So I am sensing that. The main thing that's coming through pretty strongly is that he's worried about a blind side. So, which you might also be feeling similarly. You might be worried about a blind side, but I am feeling like he's worried about a blind side. Like he's worried that, you know, things might change for you and then he has to like figure it out the hard way or learn the hard way about it. But overall, I do feel like he's just like, let's have fun. But anyways, so he says this is where like I think like the joking kind of came in, because he just seems to kind of have like a fun personality. He says, I wish teleportation was real. You know, that would be so cool because then it would be so easy to see you. Then I could just go home, rematerialize, and be back in my room. So easy. And he was like showing him just like go back to his room and like watch TV. Like he just like it's nothing. Like to just come see you and then go back home. He says, then I could just go home, rematerialize, and be back in my room. So easy. I feel like I'll have to work really hard to see you, and that bums me out. Talking on the phone really only goes... Wait, what? Oh, you said the same thing to him? Aw, that's cute. About the teleportation. Yeah, he says, I feel like I'll have to work really hard to see you, and that bums me out. Talking on the phone really only goes so far. I'm worried you might get tired of it. We should figure out a way we should figure out a way together to see each other. Like I go, you go, we meet halfway. I have to start looking into ways to make this happen soon. Let's make a plan. I'm so excited to know you. I feel very happy these days. Like a wish has come true for me, finally. And he's like, ... finally. Please let me know if your feelings change. I just don't want you to grow tired of things. It's cool now, but maybe that won't always be the case. Just be honest with me. I like how direct you are. I cherish that part of you. So I feel like for him saying that, he's like, just be straightforward. I think that's where I was getting that feeling of like he doesn't want to be blindsided. He says, I can't stop thinking about you, and I do at some point, hopefully, want and hope we can be more than this. So you guys are mirroring each other, then that's interesting. So yeah, I mean, the only advice that I have here is just always be upfront, always be direct. He likes that about you. If things change or you grow bored or tired of not really being able to move this along, then be honest about that. And I do think that he wants to make a plan to see you, so he might be setting things in motion, like getting the funds together or whatever is needed for you guys to see one another. Do you need a passport to get... Wait, Amy, did you say he's in Canada? I swear I thought that I saw that somewhere. Do you need a passport? You need a passport to get into Canada, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so I think that that's what he means is like we have to make a plan, because I think that he is thinking to himself, like, even if you guys meet each other halfway, that you'll be going to Canada or he'll be coming to the US, and one or both of you need to like get that shit squared away. I don't know if you need it to get to Canada, but you don't need it to come back to the US. I really don't know, but he's probably going to come to you soon about talking about a plan to see each other. How often do you have to renew a passport? I don't have one. I want to get one at some point, but they're fucking expensive. It would be like $250 to $300 for me and Brennan, like together, to get a passport each, and that just sounds ludicrous to me. Yeah, so just know that a plan is being set in motion. I don't know if he's officially like gone, oh, we could do this or we could do that, but I think he's thinking in his head, like, I need to talk to her about it. So yeah. I know that travel around the holidays can be pretty pricey. So unless he's driving or you're driving or something, which could take a long time, flying might be the only option. So just keep that in mind if you're making holiday plans. Yeah, I completely get that, Amy. Completely get it. Well, I'm like about to fall asleep here, guys. So I'm going to throw a last call up on the screen. Anybody in here that wants to make a last minute donation, you are more than welcome to do that now. But we will be signing off here in just a few minutes. Yeah, Amy, I know what you mean. Amy, I feel like if a guy just wanted to hit it and quit it, I don't think he would drive all the way from Canada. So it's like, I mean, and then it's awkward because he's having to stay with you, you know, or stay at a local hotel. I feel like if he wanted to hit it and quit it, he'd just find a girl close to him and make it easier. But I understand your fear. It is rational considering that that's kind of been your experience. So I get it. I know. I got you. Oh, Amy, that's so sweet of you to say. You keep saying I'm gonna bake. I don't know if you're like trying to manifest that for me or not. Because I was like, I can literally like open a package of cookies, like cookie dough, and cook those. I'm not the baker. My sister is. If we do bake, it would be like I'd be buying those little like pre-made. I mean, knowing me, I probably would attempt making something from scratch because I'm so cautious about ingredients and I would want to eliminate as much junk as I could. But it would be like cookies because I feel like those are the easiest things you can make without messing them up. So maybe some Christmas cookies. She said she can imagine that I would throw flour at you. Probably. Yeah, I would start off with something simple. Would you want to bake with me? Would you want to bake with me? He said, I don't know. He doesn't cook, but maybe he would bake. We can make chocolate chip cookies and then decorate the Christmas tree. Would you want to do that?
Perhaps.
He said perhaps. I've made gluten-free, dairy-free chocolate chip cookies before, and they were really good. They were really good. But knowing Brennan, he'd want like all the sugar. He'd be like, there's to him, there's no limit on the amount of sugar that can go into something. Have you ever had something that tasted too sweet? Like, or has it always just been, perfect?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Nothing is ever too sweet for you?
Nah, there's no limit.
He's gonna get diabetes. He's 150 pounds soaking wet, but he's gonna get diabetes. Wait, you're like 135?
Yeah.
Like 135. Amy, you're so welcome. I'm so glad to hear that you enjoy these live streams. That makes me really happy. Diabetes. He's always tells me whenever I try to I'll give him some extra green beans or broccoli or tell him to not eat sugar every single day or whatever. He always tells me that he's here for a good time, not a long time. And I'm trying to correct that because I want him to be healthy, because ain't no way I'm having a baby and you're going to die tomorrow. So I'm not here for the single mom life. So you need to live at least 20 years from the time that I conceive. And so you got to figure that shit out. You hear me? And even then, that's not enough time. I want you to live to 89, 90 years old. Do you think you could do that? Because then I can go shortly after you, and then that will be easy. If I gotta live 2 or 3 years without you, it will suck, but I'll be like, it's okay. I'm next. I'm right there. Right? Thinking about 40 or 50 years without you is devastating, but knowing that you're dying just a couple years before me is a little easier. He's shutting down. He's shutting down for my commentary because I always tell him I need him to live forever. I told him that I was going first, but something tells me that's not going to happen. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Like, your dad was so young, like, so young. And I know that he had his health things, but he was so young. That's like you leaving in 20 years. That's not enough time. That means that we've almost already spent half of that already together. I don't like the sound of that. So are you going to start eating more greens?
Maybe one.
He said he'll eat one green. What is that? What does that even mean? Just one? One a day? Exactly, Amy. Exactly. Do you want me to get a new husband? Will that make you want to stick around a little longer?
Yeah, a little longer.
Oh, he says that makes him want to stick around a little longer, thinking about me getting remarried. And I don't have to get remarried so long as you live. So you better stick around. There we go. And that's how you win the conversation. He eats one broccoli and calls it a day. You said one green. Yeah. One green bean.
Never specified.
I still eat more greens. He said, yeah, one. One single one.
Yep.
Goofball. All right, Amy. Well, it's been a pleasure. I am going to go fold the mountain of clothes that I need to fold and then get in the shower. We have a busy day tomorrow. I'm glad we can entertain you. We'll talk soon. Bye, girl. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.